Lehman, number 14, is the guy to watch out for the Leopards offensively, reigning Patriot League Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's surrounded by two other sophomores, Graham and Mathis. Between the three of them, there's 39 goals, 55 assists, 94 points. That's a heck of a lot of points for three sophomores.
That's a huge sophomore class across the board for Lafayette, and we'll see what they can do here at Rutgers. Scarlet Knights have the ball after the opening draw, and they will set up on the attack. It's the usuals for Rutgers, with Mitch Bartolo and Brian Cameron joining Scott on the attack line. Ronan Jacoby, Shane Knobloch, and Ryan Gallagher are the first midfield line for the Scarlet Knights, an offense averaging 15 goals a game.
Well, Rutgers certainly puts 6 offensive players on that field that can score hard and regular.
Shot clock at 30 here. Move
Over
behind
the
cage from Gallagher. It skips to Jacoby, and how about the rocket to put Rutgers on the board first?
Well, sometimes it's about being in the right place at the right time. That pass was made to the crease. It got through the crease, wound up in Jacoby's stick, and he put it home. Shots. But a lot of those shots are not great shots. Coach Breck wants them to be more selective in shooting. Nice takeaway on the ride there by Rutgers.
And also notable, should mention this too, the assist for Ryan Gallagher is his 100th career point. Two-year captain, a fifth-year senior. So how about that? You get a high percentage look. One of your top vets hits the century mark in the points column, and this is exactly how Rutgers wanted to open things up.
Absolutely. Back in the saddle.
Now Lafayette gets the opening draw here, and see what they can do on the offensive end. Also worth noting for the Leopards, they've got a goalkeeper battle. Ben Howard is making the start today, a sophomore's first career start. So we'll see how he holds up against the Rutgers offense.
Here comes a shot here over the top of the cage. Yes, Lafayette is trying to find their starting and consistent goalie. They've been going through at least 3 goals. 3 goalies played in the last game against Army. Here comes a shot.
On the move, a shot in the first save for Colin Kirst, but the putback, will it go? Yes, it will. How about a little crease dive for Kalman Cram? Jersey product, Lafayette ties the ball game.
Well,
and the development of Cram and another sophomore, Charlie Kniff, who's their leading assister. The reason why Lafayette is 2-4 this year and has taken some big strides after back-to-back winless seasons.
There was a violation call on Lafayette. Rutgers ball. So this will be the second time in the early part of this first quarter that Rutgers will have the ball offensively. Setting up their offense. Challenging the short stick.
And a second midfield line on the field. There's Nick Tereski.
Tereski had 1 goal and 2 assists against Princeton last week. Breakout game for him. Good passing around perimeter, challenging behind on the short stick, coming around for shot, and a good save.
And it goes high from Tereski, sophomore from Wantagh out on Long Island.
So there was no save there because the clock was not reset to 60. There's 30 on the shot clock. That shot must have gone wide. Got him hung up here.
And here's Scott. 15 to shoot.
Knocked down by Lafayette. Nice job.
Yeah,
Rutgers tried to pass it through the zone. Lafayette playing a zone today, at least to start. Rutgers tried to pass it through, and Lafayette was able to knock it down.
And here's Brian Collins feeding it off as the shot may have been deflected by Kirst. Going to stay with the Leopards.
Yeah, that went right off his hip.
Now, worth mentioning, this is a Lafayette team that plays a fairly similar style to Rutgers in that their rope unit has some former offensive middies on it, and they want to go to the hoop quickly. They want to score in transition, so should be a relatively up-and-down game.
I think what you see mostly in Division I lacrosse, you see a lot of people on defensive midfields. Some call it the rope unit. They are probably former offensive players in high school. Nice shot there.
In the alley, and Lafayette takes the lead. Macklin Fitzpatrick on the move. So, by comparison, he's a veteran. And he collects his 9th goal of the season. Give the assist to Pete Lehman as well.
Nice little draw on that face-off to the wing. Rutgers possession, down 2-1 in the early part of his first half.
I mentioned the idea of shot selection for Rutgers. Scarlet Knights lead the nation in shots per game, 53 per game.
That's a lot of shots.
Now, they took 60 of them in the loss against Princeton. Now, Princeton's goalkeeper made 21 saves, made some really remarkable stops, but Rutgers doesn't want just shots. They want high percentage shots.
Yeah, it's twofold. I mean, Princeton goalie is one of the best, if not the best, in the Ivy League. But then again, when you take 60 shots and lose the game, your shot selection not good. They're right there, Rutgers, unforced error on a bad pass.
And Ben Howard collects the ground ball.
So Ben Howard getting, I think, his first start of the season.
First start of his career, yeah.
Of his career, that's even better.
Sophomore from Westport, Connecticut, making the start over Ryan Ness and Gabe Cummins, a couple of New Jersey natives. Ness, the starter for the last 3 years. Cummins, a freshman, has made a couple of starts and earned both wins for Lafayette. But Lafayette's head coach Pat Myers said he's looking for consistency, and Howard will get his chance to audition for the role.
Why not? Get your opportunity, take it, show what you can do.
Now here the Leopards have a chance to take a multi-goal lead. So far for Colin Kirst, 2 goals allowed and 2 saves as well. Lafayette team that's lost 3 in a row, but 3 pretty competitive losses as Lehman shoots it wide. An overtime loss to Binghamton, a 2-goal loss to Loyola, who Rutgers faced a couple of weeks ago and beat, and then that loss last weekend to Army.
Well, on that last dodge by Lehman, you could see why he's one of the best on that team. He just has a great quick release. He comes around, takes a shot. Good takeaway check by Rutgers here. See if they come up with possession.
Kirst coming out of the cage as an extra defender and helping to secure that.
Rutgers pushing the ball here.
Bobby Russo saying, come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah, get down there.
Rope unit stays on for Rutgers as Brennan Kamish gives it up, and now it's with Scott.
Yeah, when you often hear the phrase that Rutgers, here he goes inside dodge, nice look here. Oh, loses
Looking
the
for
handle.
the shovel, and it's stopped.
You hear the
Lafayette's
phrase.
able to come away with it.
Sorry, Don. You hear the phrase. That Rutgers is NASCAR, and people think that that's just transition, fast breaks. But as you saw there, Dominic, Rutgers went to the cage with their second midfield, or their defensive midfield rather, and that's part of their NASCAR mentality. We're going to push to the cage even if we have defensive minis out there on change of possessions.
Yeah, it's been well documented, that idea of NASCAR, something that Brian Brecht has done for several years. And a big reason why Rutgers has gotten to the point it's at now.
Good look
feed
across.
Across the crease and finished off by Ross Scott.
That is a bada bing and a bada boom.
Goal of the season. He's 5th in the conference in that marker. And also mentioned Nick Tereski had a breakout game at Princeton. He gets the assist on that.
That was a great look. DeHenio winning another face-off.
Yep, he's 4 for his first 5 on the draws.
And he's challenging. Pass to X. Rutgers keeping him on the field. He goes off now. They'll bring on their first midfield. Knobloch with the ball.
And now here's Mitch Bartolo, the Penn transfer. He's the number 2 scorer for Rutgers at 2.6 goals per game. Also top 10 in the conference.
Oh, nice ball movement here. We're going to get a shot.
Some extra passing, but a save made. Nicely done by Howard, stopping Knobloch.
And he's pumped up. You can see him. He's pumping his fist. He knew that was a great save, and it certainly was by Howard.
His first save of the day in his first career start. And we get a timeout. Well, tie ball game here, mid-first quarter. Lafayette happy with the performance so far from their sophomore keeper, making his first save of the day.
Rutgers.
Lafayette, their head coach, Patrick Myers, we talked to him earlier this week, and he said that he's happy that this is not the the Pete Lehman show offensively anymore. That, you know, he's seen some other guys get into the mix, and it's allowed Lehman to set some of these guys up too. Although here, Rutgers comes up with a takeaway.
Nice takeaway there by Rutgers. Again, sticks in the lane, taking that ball away, clearing quickly here. Nice job by Rutgers. Yeah, you could have a great player, but you're not going to win a lot of games with a great player. Not at this level. Here comes a shot. What a shot.
Well, submarine action there from Ross Scott. 2 goals in the opening quarter for the junior. At the start of the year, we talked about Ross Scott as being U.S. Lacrosse Magazine's one of their top breakout candidates. A breakout confirmed for Ross Scott. He's got career highs in goals, assists, and points. And this is just the halfway point of the season for Rutgers.
There's a long season ahead.
Definitely true. Again, it's just 2 weekends away from the start of Big Ten lacrosse season. Rutgers will open up on the 27th against Ohio State. 5 of the 6 teams, including Rutgers, are in this week's coaches poll. Not going to be another tough year in the conference.
Big Ten Conference is probably the best conference now in college lacrosse. I mean, the Ivies are good. ACC is good, but the Big Ten is very strong.
Lafayette trying to equalize again.
Good check there.
It's John Mathis, sophomore midi.
Mathis did a nice job of not getting that ball taken away. Good shot there, save. And we got numbers for Rutgers.
And a big outlet there from Kirst. He's like the ignition key for the transition.
Oh,
on the move, Cole Daninger couldn't finish it. Nice shot, though.
Yeah, that's what you want. That was a good take. Now watch this. Rutgers off the whistle on the reset. Quickly tries to look for a shot, but now will settle for offense. Settle for 6v6 offense. Yeah, I had some discussion this morning, good pass behind, with Coach Brecht about playing Lafayette and the fact that they had so many underclassmen playing. And when you play a team that has underclassmen playing, you can do all the scouting you want, but you really don't know what to expect from underclassmen, so to speak. You know, they haven't played in the system for a lot of years. You go out there, you could say, you know, you could say tendencies and all this stuff, lefty, righty. But sophomores, freshmen, you never know what to expect. They're just going to play.
You look at the top attack and midfield lines for Lafayette. Just not stay on the offensive side and just the ones. Half of the guys have already hit career highs in scoring or points. And I say that because the reason Lafayette has 2 wins, they had not won a game since 2019, but the reason they've got wins is because as a group, all those young guys are better players than they were last year.
Yeah.
And so doing things that you wouldn't see on tape.
Exactly. And by the time they get to be juniors and seniors, it's going to be a very formidable team. Nice takeaway check right there.
Mathis gets it back, being harassed there by Bobby Russo, one of Rutgers' close defenders.
And you realize, I mean, Rutgers is up on a pedestal right now. And these Lafayette team comes into the way. We're playing a nationally ranked team. Here he comes.
Oh,
nice
left
shot.
Open and finishing it off.
Yeah.
Nicely done there. Macklin Fitzpatrick's got 2 in the opening quarter.
All right, we're playing a nationally ranked team. We got nothing to lose. Let's just go out and play hard. And right now, it's 3-3 with 3:06 left in the first quarter.
Take a look at this. Looks like Fitzpatrick just got lost.
Yeah, I mean, Rutgers having its difficulties in its second week in a row now, losing some of their offensive players on defense. I mean, you shouldn't really be that open in just a few passes.
It's a tie ball game.
Oh, nice takeaway check there.
And Rutgers has won 5 of the 7 faceoffs. That'll count as a faceoff win, but Lafayette gets it back.
Yeah, they won the battle but lost the war on that faceoff. I've always felt they should keep a statistic on the face-off, Dom. Wins and losses on face-off, and then they should have a secondary statistic on did that face-off win translate into 6v6 or on the offensive side of the field.
You can call it actual face-off wins, I suppose.
Yeah, that'd be great. I like that.
There's a save from Kirst.
Another good shot there by Lafayette. Oh, good look right there.
Bobby Russo with the stick skills, saving that possession.
And he's got a magic wand. Here comes a shot.
Bartolo winds up for a rocket.
Man, that shot would have parted the Red Sea.
Almost did, a little high, just above the top shelf. And Lafayette forces Rutgers to settle it back down into this 6v6. Final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Ross Scott's got 2 for Rutgers. Macklin Fitzpatrick has a pair of goals for Lafayette. As Rutgers opens up its final week of non-conference play.
What was that phrase you used, Dom? Actual face-off?
Actual face-off wins.
I'm sending that into the head stat goddess. I like that.
Real face-off wins.
Yeah. Gotcha. It would make sense, right?
I think it would.
Well, good look inside. What a shot!
Maybe a first quarter hat trick. Why not? Ross Scott with a little dunk in front.
What a good look inside. I'm trying to see who got the assist on that.
It's for Scott, a guy who was held to just 1 goal at Princeton. Had been making some waves, had back-to-back games of 4 goals each. Princeton was able to shut him down, but Lafayette has not been able to do that so far today.
Well, this is a good sign for the Rutgers offense because when you're facing a zone, if you don't challenge from the inside, you're going to have a real difficult time scoring because that zone is just going to collapse inside on you and just take outside shots.
Shot clock effectively irrelevant here. It's synced up with the game clock. So 52 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Rutgers sometimes double stacking on that crease. Again, trying to force the look inside from X. 2-man game from X. Comes around right.
Turn over the left shoulder, but Cameron stopped as Ben Howard has his second save.
Yeah, not his best take of the day.
And plenty of time here for Lafayette to get one back.
Oh, good checking here by Rutgers. And Rutgers will get the ball.
Cade Kilbride, the freshman LSM, couldn't handle it. And now Colin Kirst jump starts the push.
15 seconds on the game clock. Will Rutgers get a shot off?
There's Kirst setting up the attack. 5 seconds.
Here comes a shot.
Bartolo. Oh, nice stop. Ben Howard came up with another save. Bartolo almost beat the buzzer.
Well, huge impact on the, like you said, in the game, domestically at Rutgers and certainly internationally. If and when we get in the Olympics, and we're looking to focus on that in 2028 in Los Angeles, it'll be in large part because of Tom Hayes.
Yeah, you saw the picture of Rutgers head coach Brian Brecht with Tom. We had to talk to Brian yesterday, and he said, this is a direct quote, "Our sport is one step away from the Olympics thanks to Tom's work." And he said, it's our job now to get it across the finish line. And I know everybody in the community wants to do that for the sport, but even more incentive now after the passing of Tom Hayes.
Yeah, Tom's main thing was he always wanted you to give back to the sport, and he always impressed that on all of his student athletes and players. And I remember Tom calling me, he said, "You have a passport?" I said, "Sure, I have a passport." He says, "Good, you're going to Thailand with me." And I said, "Where?" He said, "Thailand." And I said, "When?" He goes, "Next week." He said, "I want you to go over there, work with the national team. I have to do some work with the lacrosse programs over there. And I want you to give back to the game, get involved with international lacrosse. You're coming with me." There's no choice when Tom gives it to you like that. And I went, and from there on, it's been a great experience working international lacrosse. And like he said, we were walking down the streets of Bangkok, and he said, when you were a little kid in Brentwood, when you were in junior high and you were walking down the street with your stick in your hand, you ever think you'd wind up in Thailand teaching it to other players? And he kind of put everything in perspective, and that's just the kind of guy Tom Hayes was.
As somebody who was in the Rutgers and National Lacrosse Halls of Fame, and
there.
I got a feeling he's pretty happy with this start for Rutgers.
He looked down upon that one. Again, that's your inside look against the zone. Lafayette's going to have to start breaking it down on that area of defense. Rutgers is getting inside, and you have to do that once again. If you want to be successful against the zone, you have to find your inside players. And right there you see another example of that.
First goal of the day for Mitch Bartolo, and 2 assists as well for Ryan Gallagher. And these last couple of goals from Rutgers, Rick, have been those high percentage looks where, even if you're not 2 feet away just outside the crease, you're in a space where it's going to be tough for the goalie to stop.
Well, they were criticized a little bit socially on social media this week about the game against Princeton, where they just were passing and shooting perimeter. And especially against good goalies. If you're shooting at those 12, 13, 14-yard shots against a good goalie in this division, you're not going to be very successful. You have to get an inside game to work outside for those shots. It's very simple. It's not rocket science.
So Rutgers, its first 2-goal lead of the day, and also worth mentioning, John DeHenio has won 8 of the first 10 faceoffs. I mean, you want to get some possessions, go win 8 out of your first 10 faceoffs.
I'm liking his stuff today. Sometimes you match up good, sometimes you don't at the faceoff X. And today he has the upper hand and doing a nice job. Give Rutgers possessions. Right there, an unforced error. Rutgers threw that ball away. Lafayette clearing the ball. Chasing him down at the midfield line. Lafayette almost offsides, but certainly was not.
And they'll set up their attack for the first time here in the second quarter. Macklin Fitzpatrick with a pair of goals. Calvin Cram has the other one. 1 assist for Pete Lehman so far on a pair of shots. And 4 saves as well for Colin Kirst, which is good to see. Somebody who is really tested against Princeton, but more saves than goals allowed so far. And here is Lehman.
Lehman against Gene Felix.
Cram trying to turn the corner. Double clutch, lost the defender in the process, and had a great shot, just missed it.
Yeah, he got inside hip to hip and was able to get down goal line extended and get a shot off, but it just went wide. I like how Gene Felix is playing Lehman. He's not throwing checks. He's trying to get body position on him. And that's what you have to do against quick, great players. Here comes a shot.
And in the alley, he got another one. Count it for Tommy Coyne.
Now, we were talking earlier about it, Dom.
Yeah.
How you take some of your best offensive, not your best, but good offensive players and turn them into rope units, and they contribute to a winning team. Little scrum here. The ball is on the carpet. Lafayette comes up with it. Let's see if they can clear it.
And Tommy McGee finally wins the draw. Wins the ground ball.
That was a nice scoop by Tommy McGee. Isn't that a song?
Tommy McGee?
Janis Joplin.
Oh, I'm the wrong person to ask
Oh,
that.
baby, you're going back.
I got the wrong guy. Lafayette needs a goal here, it feels like. Rutgers has strung together 3 goals. Got the final one in the first quarter. Now Bartolo and Coyne here in the second.
Good body position there defensively by Reynolds.
This is Jacob Freeman, second midfield. A nice stop by Kirst, but the follow-up is finished. Calvin Cram right there.
Well, Lafayette took advantage. One of the Rutgers players broke his stick. And when you break your stick, it was Kamish. When you break your stick, you can no longer play. You have to drop it exactly where you break it. The stick is still out there at the restraining line. So basically, Lafayette was 6-on-5. And you just pick it up, put it in. Another opportunistic goal off the crease.
And you saw Kirst try to explode up like a catcher almost to stop it. But as soon as that rebound came out, Cram was all over it. A nice performance so far, making his homecoming. And there's the goal we're just talking about for Lafayette.
Nice face off to the wing. Takes a look. We're going to pass it inside. And Rutgers will slow it down. You notice how they pass that ball, Rutgers, when you talk about NASCAR, when they go down to that goal, they're always looking with their head up. They don't just take it and just settle it down to 6v6. They take a look to see if they can create some type of transition. And then they'll slow it down to 6v6. Here comes a nice dodge.
Here's Nick Tereski.
Nick Tereski getting some more playing time today after his good performance against the Tigers.
More than halfway through the shot clock now.
Good ball movement here. Back to X, and Rutgers has him hung up. So right now you take your time with this. You have the shot clock. Look inside, and a shot!
Ross Scott once again hanging out around the crease. 4 goals in the first half.
Ross Scott is going to build a house on that crease today, baby. He's making himself a home. Beautiful look in, good shot selection there. Dom, you talk about shot selection. Those are 5- and 6-yard shots.
Oh, Ross Scott has 4 goals on 4 shots. And I think at least 3 of those 4 have been on the edge or a step or 2 away from the crease. Yeah. And that shot not easy to stop either. I mean, he put it across the body, hip side.
Wow, you can't stop those. You could put 2 garbage cans next to you. That ball's not going to get stopped. Nice takeaway there. Hey, I like the way the officials are calling this game. Right now we got numbers for Rutgers. And here we go. Here's bada bing. Here's the bada bang.
Oh, the
There's
layoff
the bada
and the
boom.
laser. Brian Cameron winds up for a rocket.
Oh, baby.
To the Towartson Award watch list. One of 3 for Rutgers with Mitch Bartolo and Colin Kirst. And he has certainly grown into that quarterback of the offense role.
Dehenio doing a nice job. He's winning these faceoffs cleanly. He's dodging and going to the cage. Let's see what happens here. Passes it out to X. Again, he's going to stay on the field. They're going to push, see if they can get a goal before they settle down and get him off the field, and there he goes.
Dehenio 9 for 12 right now.
Hey, Dom, we seldom talk about the officials because often when you do, it turns into a negative thing. But right now, I think the officials are doing a great job. You know why, Dom?
Why is that?
Because they're staying out of the game. And I like that. You know, call what you need to call, but stay out of the game.
I know penalties so far either way.
Here's the inside look. And that was a nice collapse there by Lafayette. There were 3 guys on that. So maybe they're starting to adjust and look inside defensively.
Bunch of maroon jerseys swarming the ball. And Lafayette trying to get back at it.
Nice quick clear coming out of the box. Lafayette.
Now, the issue for the Leopards this season has been just a single lull each game. That's what Pat Myers said. He said, we'll watch the tape and there's 30 or 40 minutes where it's like, hey, you know, we almost had them against teams like Penn State and Loyola and Army. But there's just one lull that keeps the Leopards out of it, and they're going to try to avoid this run that Rutgers is on being that lull.
Yeah, you know what I attribute that to, Dom? The great Ralph Macchio. Utes. There's a lot of Utes on this team.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of Utes.
And that's what happens. Sometimes young guys, their IQ, and they will have those little lapses. And they have a lot of young people on this team, a lot of young players, and they're going to get better and better. They're putting money in their program, too. I read they had like a $10 million facility going up.
That's right.
I think it's in the architect phase right now.
Yeah, construction will start next year for Lafayette on a brand new, almost entirely lacrosse building with the men's and women's programs.
Along with his brother Nick Myers, who in the Big Ten is the Ohio State coach. That's a very good staff with great players. I mean, he's almost in and out. Yeah, I mean, there's some lacrosse. There's a lot of lacrosse knowledge on that sideline. You got Scott Beta. Oh, here comes a shot. Wow.
Transition goal once again for Rutgers. This time Mitch Bartolo finds it. has 9 goals on 17 shots, so better than 50%.
Here comes the 18th shot. Nope. That's good. That's what Rutgers needs to do today.
Especially coming off a Princeton game where Rutgers had its lowest shooting percentage of the season at 19% and lowest scoring output with the 11 goals.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't shoot well today, I was going to call Coach Brecht up and tell him to bring the boys down to the Jersey Shore and start shooting at the ocean. Build up their self-esteem.
Into the ocean? You wouldn't shoot
from
at
the
shells?
beach. Ah, right from the beach.
There you go.
You know you could hit that, right? Here we go. Good save here.
Long distance shot there from Bartolo, and Howard now with 4 saves on the day. Still Ben Howard. He's played the entire first half. Sophomore making his first start after having a nice performance against Army in the fourth quarter. 3 saves, 1 goal.
We had a lake by our school, big lake, Lake Ronkonkoma. And we came off of a tough game where we won by a goal, and one of my better players who went on to the University of Maryland and was an All-American there, but he had like 5 or 6 pipes, throwing the ball over the cage. He only came out with 1 goal, but we managed to win. I had the bus driver stop at the lake and say, hey, listen, I want you to go home a happy guy, and I'm going to build your self-esteem. Go down to the lake there. We stop. All the kids are watching. He steps out of the bus, and there was a little fence. He hit the fence.
Oh, no.
I said, that backfired. I gave him another ball. I said, let's go 50%. He did. Nice backhand shovel shot here, but just goes wide.
A little crease dive there from Cram.
So on his second shot, he hit it. I said, 50% ain't bad.
12 to shoot here for Lafayette. It's Mathis.
Nice
turning and scoring.
Yeah, just a simple turn and shot low. I don't think Hurst was expecting that. Come out of a dodge and shoot quickly. Don't give the goalie time to readjust and set up. Very well done.
Take another look at this.
Yeah, just a stop, quick restart the other way. Simple roll dodge. Nice change of direction, switch hands, shoot low. Very well done. You know, if I would have done that today, you get fired, right? You can't do that kind of stuff
No,
anymore.
you should not do that. No.
Nice face-off again. Push the ball, wing. Look inside, nothing there, put the X, make your subs. Nicely done by Rutgers. Up 9-5, 4:14 left in the half. Back to X, they get Lafayette hung up once again. Look inside,
Feed
and a
shot. How about the ground ball goal from Cameron?
Oh, very nicely executed on a hung up defense. Dom, what I mean about hung up, you get behind at X, defender gets caught in front of the cage. Now you can take your time, even though you have 60 seconds. That's a long time.
It's a procedure call. I believe this is against Lafayette.
Yeah, it's their third one. You know, when I was watching the game against Army, Lafayette had 3 violations in the first half of the first quarter. So they're trying, you know, that's, again, it's just, you know, you have to adjust to that. You can't jump. That's what they're doing. They're trying to determine when the whistle, predetermine when the whistle blows, and they're jumping. Something they could work on. That's something you could work on as a coach. Nowadays, they have all kinds of, what do you call them, apps?
Yes, there probably is an app for that.
Yeah, when the whistle blows, you put it down next to you, and you just react to the whistle. Rutgers in a 1-4-1 haven't been overly successful on extra man. Let's see if they could get one here. It's a 30-second penalty. Look inside.
And that time it did not work out. Looking for Eric Savetti cutting in front of the cage. Seen that play a couple of times today from Rutgers.
Yeah, it was a good look into Savetti, but he just went wide, and Lafayette was able to scoop up the ball behind. Here we go. That was not a great pass. That was a panic pass. It could have turned into a shot for Rutgers.
Here's Cameron. 2 goals in the quarter.
Oh, nice
almost
save.
had a third. Hey, Howard has had some nice saves in this first half. That's his 6th stop of the day.
I agree with you, Dom. I think he's doing a nice job. I noticed Rutgers has scored 10 goals, but as we said before, a lot of those are coming from 3 to 5 yards out. He's making some nice saves. Good job here by running Lehman to the outside and forcing him behind. Gene Phillips, again, I think his What he has to do today is not try to take the ball away on Lehman. That's going to be a tough task to ask any defender. Just play position. Send him wide, send him behind, let him pass the ball, transfer to somebody else, and you've done your job.
So far, Pete Lehman, no goals, 1 assist, 3 shots. It's Calvin Cram who's got the lead in goals right now for Lafayette with 2. As they'll try to whittle this deficit away a little bit before halftime.
Lafayette challenging the short stick behind.
Here is Cram. Forced out for a moment.
Again, knocked down nicely by Rutgers defenders, taking those lanes away. Curse with the ball. He loves to run upfield.
7th caused turnover in the first half for Rutgers right there.
Oh, nicely done. Man, he could throw that ball end to end. Here comes a shot. Right inside. Oh, they missed him. Back to X. Nice clear by Rutgers.
There's Scott. He's had a big day. 4 goals plus an assist.
Tom, you see how...
Oh, how about that?
Outside,
oh, no,
yeah.
you're right. Good catch, good catch.
Yeah. That was a mom goal.
Clearly fooled me. Bartolo hit the side of the cage.
You know what a mom goal is, Don?
Surprised me.
That's when they hit the outside and all the moms scream and they yell and the cowbells are going off. And you did it.
I did.
Hard to see that from here. I thought it was in 2.
Lafayette gives it away, and now 1:20 to go. About a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Tom, watch Lafayette's defense. Watch how they're starting to slough in and trying to take that inside away. Oh, look at that.
5-hole. There you go.
Whoa.
Ronan Jacoby on the score. Rutgers having... goals in this half.
Good face-off here by Rutgers once again. Yep.
I think for Rutgers, everything you wanted to get out of this game to this point you have done. Bunch of goals. You've won a ton of face-offs. 14 out of 18. And Rutgers will call a timeout here with a chance to set up one more play. 49.
44 seconds left to go. They'll probably go with around 10 seconds left to go because on a turnover, you don't want to give the opposing team another chance to score as well as time expires. So now they're going to isolate the short stick.
Lafayette looking for one more stop.
They're going to set up Jacoby. He's going to isolate. Looks cross inside. Good adjustment by Lafayette right there.
There's Knobloch with 15 seconds. And down to 10. Scott looking for one more and across the crease.
Again, good take there. Rutgers will get it back with 1 second. They'll just hold on to the ball or pass it into the crease.
So Rutgers got a shot it wanted, but couldn't get the results. But in the end, nice first half for Rutgers. They shoot nearly 50%. They get 11 goals. Happy.
Violating on the face-off. You're getting inside his head as well. And there it is again. But that's going in Lafayette's favor. We just talked about violations, and Dehenio comes out and gets one as well.
Dehenio 13 for 15 himself in the first half. And again, see what Lafayette can do here in the second half. A team that had a good run in the first half for periods, kept it close, had a lead at a couple of stages in the first quarter, but Rutgers outscored the Leopards 7-2 in the second quarter.
Again, they have to go out there with the idea that you get one goal at a time. I saw them, we talked about it earlier, Dom. We saw them go on runs in some of the games, and especially against Army last week, I saw them go on a run of 3 goals in a row, and they looked excellent during that run. If they could put a string of those together, they could give a lot of teams fits. See it right there. They're taking better control of that ball. They're going to isolate on a short stick and see if they could get something here.
There's Lehman, rings the
man.
crossbar.
That's a quality shot. Again, if they could match that up and have Lehman challenge the short sticks of Rutgers, they may find some success in that. again, and here we go again. They're going to challenge those short sticks.
Now Lehman still looking for his first goal of the day.
Here comes a double by Rutgers. Nice double takeaway check. Kamish with the ball, looks up, and here we go. Lost a handle on it. Lafayette fortunate there.
Russo was the one who had it for a moment. Lafayette likes to move it too.
Oh, here we go.
Into the alley, and once again, it's right in the vicinity of the crossbar, this time a little high. Now, 2 good looks for Peter Lehman, and that most recent one was Macklin Fitzpatrick in transition.
Yeah, they're getting their shots here early in the first part of this second half, and he got inside.
Grinding in, and now Calman Cram rings the post.
And that'll go to another 60-second reset to a 60-second shot clock for Lafayette. So they're challenging early here in the second half, Dom.
Now Cram and Fitzpatrick were the two-goal scorers for Lafayette in the first half.
All right, so obviously the strategy here is for Lafayette to challenge short sticks. Good save by Kirst.
That's a hard shot from Charlie Kniff, but Colin Kirst now 7 saves, better than 55% so far. And here's Brennan Kamish. This Rutgers offense does not know slow.
No.
And that time just a little wide.
Again, a little step down. Go to the inside by Bartolo, and he took a hard shot. Rutgers gets the ball back on the backup.
For Rutgers, 4 players in the first half had multiple goals. Told you about Scott's 4. Mitch Bartolo, Brian Cameron, Ronan Jacoby, each with 2.
Double here. Because again, they're stacking on that crease, putting 2 on the crease at times when the ball goes to X. Try to establish that inside game early again. Nice move again by Bartolo. Look
lost
inside.
1.
Oh!
How about the bouncer? Ronan Jacoby's got a hat trick, and Mitch Bartolo put the moves on his defender to set it up.
It's the same move he just missed prior to that. Just a little step down to the goal.
So Jacoby with the hat trick. Bartolo's got 3 points. And again, this is part of why it's just been a tough day for Lafayette, is they have not found consistency. They've not strung together face-off wins.
Yeah.
Now Rutgers scores, gets the ball right back.
Well, that's lacrosse. There has been some talk in recent years, and there has been ongoing rule changes with the face-offs. But in recent years, there are some people that don't believe or believe that the face-off should not be in the game, because this is the kind of situation where it's tough for another team to come back. Bartolo gets inside. Passes off the double, look inside. Here we go. Here comes the shot. Boom!
Another skip pass and another score.
That all started with Bartolo. Once he drew that double, just you young players at home.
Now he has been emergent, somebody that Brian Breck called the leader of the second unit on the offensive side.
Lafayette picking up the ball on a drop ball on the wing dodge, but here we go again, where you win the face-off, but you don't bring it down. And what are you calling it, Dom?
It's an actual face-off win.
I'm loving it, baby. I'm loving it. So they won the face-off, but in that actual face-off stat that you're going to get credit for.
Talk to Lacrosse Reference or somebody.
There you go.
They can figure it out.
They're not going to get
the smart guys on it. The actual face-off win. You got to get the ball at least inside the restraining line, I would say,
yeah,
in order to earn an actual face-off win.
I hear you. You're right.
Rutgers picking up where it left off
There's the
in the
inside
second
look.
half. Eric Savetti warded off for the moment there. Brian Collins recovered nicely for Lafayette. A Rutgers offense that's top 10 in the nation in goals per game and leads the country in shots. And now peppering Ben Howard as Mitch Bartolo missed that one.
So you're seeing most of the offense being generated from X today with Lafayette playing a zone. Nice takeaway check there by Lafayette.
And Howard able to track it in. Very nearly Savetti scooped and scored. He tried to.
Gonna get a double on the sideline here. Nice job to carry it over. Collins did a nice job taking that ball over on a double with the sideline on him.
Rutgers coming off its first loss of the season. Lafayette trying to snap a 3-game losing skid. But right now, Rutgers playing on that quick turnaround after that first loss against Princeton. That's a big bounce-back game for them, undoubtedly. Oh, ball's loose. Rutgers comes up with another caused turnover. Knocked it free. It's the 11th caused turnover of the day for Rutgers.
Oh, here we go.
Still finds the intended target, and Dante Coulis, the freshman, is there for it.
Yeah, nice.
So Coulis, the freshman, has his 5th goal of the season. He had the big breakout against St. John's, where he was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week, had 6 points in that game. And I remember talking to Brian Brecht afterwards. He said, we didn't have to throw him to the wolves this year with all of the veterans. We've talked a ton about all of the transfers Rutgers has and 8 super seniors or super seniors on this team. And so unlike guys like Kieran Mullins and Adam Sherlin-Beatties from years past, Jules Henningberg could go back further and keep going. Scott Bita on the Lafayette sideline. I mean, I could do this all day. You don't have to do that this year with Rutgers.
No. Well, almost a little bit of a change-up on that bounce shot. Kurse was able, he went down to his knees, but was able to go up high and take it.
Now, this is a team for sure, though, with Rutgers. Talk about how Lafayette has a lot of underclassmen. Rutgers doesn't have to play many of them. You've got time to get seasoned a little bit in the college game.
Yeah, and one of the things Coach Brecht and his staff does is, like, following a game, they practice really, really hard with a lot of the players that haven't played in the prior game and try to get them game-type experience during practice. Good look inside again. It's on the ground.
Scott had it for a moment, and now Lafayette has it on the hot potato.
Lafayette coming down there, pushing the ball a little bit, looks across. The long stick's going to take the shot. What a save by Kurse.
Colin Kurse has a couple really nice highlight reel saves here in this second half. 9 saves on the day.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. There's just a split second. You stick your leg out like that.
I'm going to guess a little bit of luck is involved. As good as any goalkeeper cursed some of the other keepers across the country, as good as there are, sometimes you just got to get lucky.
It's also anticipation. It's got to be anticipation.
No,
Nobody's that fast, not even Superman. I mean, it's like a hockey goalie, but a hockey goalie has like a 25-inch pad on them that they can stop it with their legs. I mean, Kurse's legs are big, but they're not like that.
Rutgers another possession. Here's Ryan Gallagher. Had it jarred free.
Gallagher came around that open door, and he found the gorilla inside there. Shut that door real quick.
Now Lafayette's still looking for its first goal here in the second quarter. Rutgers has scored all 3 in this period and scored 5 in a row if you go to the end of the second quarter.
High block riding. He let that defender go. Good look.
Oh! Kurse made another one.
And here we go the other way.
Bobby Russo burning it down the middle of the field.
Bada bing.
Shares. Coulis.
Oh, nice
stops.
save.
Ben Howard got there.
Nice save by Howard. End-to-end saves. Goalies are putting on a show right here.
Ben Howard's first career start in Rutgers offense has given him plenty of shots that you just cannot keep out. But that is another remarkable one.
Yeah, something to build on for Lafayette. Maybe they'll find some consistency between the pipes going forward.
Now you think about the goals that Scott has had right around the crease. I mean, good luck for any keeper. Doesn't matter who you are. But Howard's got 7 saves here in this game.
And nobody's beat him really cleanly from the outside yet. All the goals that he's right there. There's a perfect example. Shot from the 12.
From Bartolo, and now 19 seconds on the shot clock. There's Justin Kim on the field
good
for the
movement by
first time.
Rutgers, and here we go. Dodge, redodge, and the shot off the pipe.
Helped out there by the left post.
Ooh, that's got to be a loose ball push. It is going Rutgers. That'll be a reset to 60 on the violation. That's a bad mistake by Lafayette. They didn't have to do that. Justin Kim getting some time out there. Number 16. Transfer from Syracuse, right, Dom?
Yeah, here with Koulis. See Jack Amon on the field as well.
Good look here.
Bartolo extra pass. And Justin Kim gets his first shot there. That's been a long defensive possession. It's been a long defensive quarter for Lafayette. Bartolo, extra pass there. Amon,
Oh, that was nice.
did he tuck it in? Yeah, he did. Nicely done there by the sophomore Jack Amon. Crafty.
Product.
Yep, that's right.
Hunterton.
Lafayette looking for a face-off win, trying to gain some possessions. But another one controlled for Rutgers. Luke Romanek was on that, freshman.
Look at how Lafayette is sloughed into the middle there, Dom. They've got almost the whole defense in the hub.
They've got to be exhausted now if you're an LSM or a D-midi out there for Lafayette.
Especially if you're in the zone. Everybody's got to slide back up. Man to man, if you're holding on to your man, you just, you don't need to play too hard until it's your turn. Here we go, inside look.
Lost
Bang!
the defender, and Savetti finishes it off. Rutgers. He's in the cage now.
Again, Rutgers wins the face-off and the actual face-off.
That counts in both columns, yes.
Yeah, you get two credits. I like that.
On a day where Rutgers wanted some feel-goods, they've gotten that across the fields. The saves, the face-offs, the goals, the percentage, the shooting percentage, all in good territory for Rutgers.
Now, we've only had one penalty, and that was against Lafayette, and Rutgers did not score on it. It was a 30-second violation. Hard to score in 30 seconds. I'd like to see a little bit more extra man. But like I said, the officials are doing a nice job of staying out of this game. Kids are playing clean and hard. Ball back to X. Change of direction.
There's Eric Savetti, who just scored before the timeout.
And
now Justin Kim loads up for a bouncer.
Oh,
Everybody getting in the act.
Oh, baby. Nice bounce shot there.
Your bench every day. Rutgers has 6 goals from 6 different bench contributors. But, I mean, just to get some of this when you get to Big Ten play would be crucial.
Sure. And during a short week, Dom, it's imperative to get these guys out if you can, to give them some rest going into another game on Saturday. And Rutgers can do this and continue to keep this lead into the fourth quarter. With 1:55 left to go in the third, it'll really help out the team going forward. Everybody on that sideline is good. You got to figure this. I mean, every kid that's playing in Division I in the Big Ten is good. There's nobody there that they're taking just because they like the kid. They're taking him because they were great high school ball players.
There's 74 teams in D1. I venture a guess that nearly every single one of those guys on every team is good. It's certainly true.
Got that right.
This is a big moment for Lafayette. They have the ball. They spent most of this third quarter defending. Meanwhile, Rutgers has scored all 6 goals in the quarter.
Nice defensive positioning there by the Rutgers short sticks.
Shot clock is at 4 here. Gotta go. Cram way downtown, and it's a shot clock violation.
First one we've seen today, I believe.
I think so. And Rutgers did not let up much of anything in those 80 seconds.
They played position defense. They didn't try to take away the ball. They didn't try to overplay the ball carrier. They just played position Oh, nice takeaway there by Lafayette.
Oh, we're going to get a flag that will bring this back. Rutgers player got hit as the pass got picked.
Yeah, that was a late hit. Let's see if they're going to keep him for the full time. So the yellow rag is on the carpet. Somebody's going to the bad boy box. Let's see what the call is.
So it's against Tommy McGee for Lafayette. You see the 1 minute clock up.
By the way, I was getting text messages that it wasn't Tommy McGee that Janice Joplin's saying. It was Bobby McGee.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. It's on the tip of my tongue.
So stop sending me text messages. I got it.
More time on the penalty than the quarter, but Rutgers not worried about ignoring the faceoffs, especially on a day like today. We'll see what the man-up unit can do. And it's the ones back on the field here.
Yeah, well, you very rarely put your second extra man out there, especially when you want to get some work. With only having had one extra man opportunity, he stayed off that sideline. Yes, he did.
Nice job there, Ross Scott, who's had a career day. 7 points.
And here comes a shot.
Before the buzzer, Rutgers beats it. How about another for Ronan Jacoby?
And got up and was able to keep possession for Rutgers. That's another stat that we don't see.
Dominance from Rutgers in the third quarter. The Scarlet Knights score all 7 goals in the period. And as we head to the fourth, 8th-ranked Rutgers on a roll in front 18-5. You coached Brian Brecht in high school at Sachem.
I did. I coached Brian Brecht. I got Joe Amplo at the Navy. Very proud of all the young players that went on and continued coaching, whether it's at the youth level, high school level, and certainly the college level.
New York State champion in '93, National High School Coach of the Year in '95. And I think the most remarkable stat about you, Rick, that's your 4th Hall of Fame. We've got Sachem High, Suffolk County, Long Island Lacrosse, and now the National Interscholastic Lacrosse Coaches Association.
That just means I'm getting old, Don. There goes Rutgers, NASCAR style, and the shot just wide. Thank you, Dom. That was very nice for you guys to do.
Hey, you're very welcome. Brian Brecht, talking to him during the week, he said he remembers not only playing for you as a high schooler, but also student teaching with you. He majored in phys ed at Springfield and came back to Sachem to do some student teaching under you before he was graduating.
Yeah, it was great having him. I taught him my best curveball with a wiffle ball.
Just in case lacrosse didn't work out.
Yeah. And certainly things have worked out for Brian Brecht. Great player, great student of the game. He's excellent with recruiting. He's phenomenal with the alumni. He brings everybody in. To Rutgers, the alumni in, and makes them feel special, welcomed, and wanted here.
Things going well for Rutgers as a unit today. 18 goals. Colin Kirst, a great day, and able to sit on the sidelines now to watch the fourth quarter. Rutgers has scored 9 goals in a row here since the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been a long drought for Lafayette. But again, they'll take what they learned today and they'll move forward. And like we said, and we continue to say, that it's a very young team. And again, once they get into their conference and start playing, they have some wins ahead of them. 3 more wins already than they had all of last year. So there's a lot of positive things you could take out of this. You can't get negative. You can't look down. You just got to continue to get better. Here comes a shot.
A couple of good looks here for Rutgers. Andrew Kim, Justin's brother, took that shot. Worth noting, too, we talked earlier about how Lafayette played all 3 of its contributing goalkeepers against Army. Ben Howard has 9 saves and 18 goals allowed today, but he's been on the field for the entirety of the game. It sort of goes to that idea that some of these goals he's given up are unstoppable.
Yeah, I think you got to do that. I think you got to stop doing a revolving door. Designate who your starter is and just give him that confidence. A lot of A lot of goaltending is your defense as well. People forget that. And it's going to be a penalty on Rutgers right here. It's up to your defense to stop a lot of these shots. When you're giving up those inside shots, they're going to show up as goals against the goalie, but that's a breakdown on your defense. It's goals against your defense, your entire defense. He's going to probably get a cross-checking call. I think it was on Reynolds. I'm not sure. As he goes to the bad boy box, Lafayette will have an opportunity to put one on the board to stop this 9-goal surge by Rutgers.
It is Remington Reynolds, freshman, who's contributed a bunch this year.
Oh, it's non-releasable. So that means they can continue to score, and that he has to serve the full time. I don't know if he got, it's a 1-minute penalty. He has to serve the full time. That's interesting. That had to be a unnecessary hit or up by the head. A high hit.
Now, Bergdorf has not faced a shot yet. Lafayette will look for its first goal in a while.
Good set here. 2 behind, 1 on a crease, 3 out front. 2-1-3. They're going to morph. Cut. Good check there.
And Bergdorf has the ground ball.
Bobby Russo, great checker on that pass. Took an opportunity away from Lafayette.
Still a bunch of time on this penalty.
Yeah, they're going to have to kill that. They're not going to go to the cage here. You're going to run that penalty out. There's 20 seconds left in the penalty, and Rutgers will hold on to the ball or attempt to. So nice job by man down, led by Bobby Russo, who checked that stick on that pass on the cutter.
And the penalty killed off now. You're going to be happy if you're Rutgers. A below 50% penalty kill rate before.
There it is again.
You kill it off, and then you get another score. Dante Koulis has his second of the day.
It seems like deja vu, Groundhog Day. Those goals are coming up from that crease over and over and over again for Rutgers.
All the results would be.
It'd be tough because I'd probably be closing my eyes right now if a pass came to me on that crease. There's a lot of big guys out there. The ball to Lafayette with 11:18 left to go in the game. Here comes a shot, and a shot.
And it skips
good.
in, and there's the first goal of the second half for Lafayette. Jacob Freeman tucks it in.
Yeah, that was a nice bounce shot from the outside, 13-yard shot right in front. He had his choice of up, low, side to side.
Of game action.
Nice face-off and pick by the wing.
But again, one of the big stories today is Rutgers not only scoring a bunch, but winning a bunch of the face-offs. Now 17, to make that 18 for 28.
That's a nice day at the ranch when you pick up that many face-offs in a game. Rutgers playing a lot of their players right now.
Here's Logan Peters, freshman. Chance to roll a bunch of guys in.
Sure, give him an opportunity to play. Get better, baby. We're going to need you.
Again, Rutgers is 2 weekends away from Big Ten action starting up. Rutgers will open at home against Ohio State, number 7 team in the country, and then 18th ranked Hopkins the week after.
Again, another opportunity there on the crease, but the pass went low. But once again, they're coming off the picks on that crease and finding themselves open in the slots.
And Lafayette still has some of the number 1s on. There's Kalman Cram.
And so they should, because they need to get those guys better going forward. Again, they're young guys, so you got to give them game experience.
And work it around for Riley Sullivan here on the second attack line.
Lost the handle on that shot, but will maintain possession.
Yeah, 25 seconds to shoot here for the Leopards. Just got their first goal in a long time and now looking for a scoring run.
Good look there. Shot wide.
Big hit after the shot as well. So no reset, 15 seconds on the clock. There's Liam Sargent, 7 seconds.
Oh, they're going after him with a double. Nicely done.
And Remington Reynolds comes away with the ground ball.
So on a double, one defender has to take stick side, turn him back, and on the turn back, the defender that is doubling has to take the ball away, check him or hit him, and they did a nice job of that right there. Ball on the ground, Rutgers picks it up. Whoa!
That was a big hit.
Yeah, he got lit up, but he maintained possession.
And Brian Collins came through with the connection. And Lafayette able to win it after all that, too.
I know we talked about this earlier, about the officials letting them play. Nice shot there. Look inside, shot.
Hey, Calvin Cram making a homecoming. Talked about him as the New Jersey native. Rutgers has been able to neutralize Pete Lehman. He stepped up to 15 goals this season as well. Good chance to factor into the development of this program.
Yeah, well, Lehman had the unfortunate experience of having Gene Felix draw his number today, and Gene Felix is probably, I think Gene Felix is probably the best defender or one of the best defenders in the Big Ten, man-to-man.
All-American last year, third-year starter as well. Now Lafayette wins a couple of face-offs here. They'll get the ball back. Coming up on the midway point of this fourth quarter. It was a pretty even game through the opening 15 minutes. Rutgers only led by 1 after 1, but then outscored Lafayette 7-2 in the second quarter to take the lead, and most remarkably had a 10-goal streak from the tail end of the second quarter to the start of this fourth quarter. Didn't allow Lafayette to score in the second half until 4 minutes into this fourth quarter.
Well, Rutgers drew up a game plan, and they stuck to it. And they were able to dominate for the most part, most of this game. Lafayette has a great coaching staff. Scott Beta, one of the all-time greats coming out of Rutgers. He's an assistant coach. He's the offensive coach. Scott Beta is he was 2015 and 2016 first team Big Ten. This is a score there.
Hey, he did stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jack Amon winding up and shooting it in, and Rutgers up to 20 on the day.
Nice shot, Jack.
A long tradition of good goal scorers at Rutgers, but their worry now is to try to kill another penalty. Lafayette 0 for 2 so far in the EMO. They can't do it there. Peter Lehman finds his first of the day. It's a laser.
3 shots to the goal. Can't back off of the ball. Yeah, see the defender for Rutgers, as the ball went up top, he was sliding into the crease rather than out to the perimeter. Yeah, Scott Beta, talk about Scott Beta again. He comes from a great program here in Rutgers. See it right there? Just late to that slide. He played for my good friend, longtime friend that we played together here at Rutgers, Chuck Capella, Bridgewater Raritan. They've sent some great players here to Rutgers, and Scott Beta being one of the best.
He's got a lot of young talent to teach in these next couple of years. Lafayette returned all of its top 7 goal scorers from last year. 6 of them were freshmen. Now, I know Lafayette didn't win last year, didn't have a win. But you get those guys together, you keep them together as a unit for a couple of years, and you can really build something.
Yeah.
And they're in a good league, too. In Patriot League, Army, Loyola, BU's having a great year. Now, plenty of top teams to play against.
Yeah, show me.
Lehigh, I can't forget Lehigh either.
No.
Especially not with Lafayette here.
Pass across there is good look, good take. Nice box out there by Lafayette. Well, it's going to go to Rutgers. I guess he wasn't. It was a bad pass. It went out. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of, everybody thinks, there's all the great players only go to a few schools. Well, you know what? There's a lot more than a few great. That's over and back. I don't know how they didn't call that. Rutgers carried it over and then went back.
That was Peters there.
Yeah.
Just rose above.
Going to get a shot here.
Oh, shoot and score. Rutgers in transition as Lafayette went to a little 10-man ride for a moment. Eric Hennig, sophomore from Millstone Township, south of here.
Another Jerseyite.
Oh, there are a whole bunch of them on both rosters.
Well, Rutgers is close to Jersey, isn't it?
Yeah, yes it is.
That's a Yogi Bear thing, right? No,
No.
Yogi Bear, Yogi Berra.
It's a yogiism, it
A
feels
yogiism.
like it. Yeah.
Yogi Bear.
That's a state that produces plenty of good talent. And you can talk about New York as being another state, but
Here comes a shot. Nice
oh,
shot.
there's a shot and score. Another contribution for Lafayette. Connor Freeman putting it in.
That's the second one. Good shot there. I believe it's the second one.
Jacob had one earlier. Jacob Freeman, and now
Oh.
Connor Freeman has one as well.
There's two of them. Good shot.
Good spot for it, too.
Yeah, he let that go. He had some juice behind that one.
That's Steven Russo in goal as well for Rutgers. So Russo beat on his first shot that he faces. Now Lafayette putting together a couple of goals here in the final couple of minutes of this one. Now Lafayette trying to build. They are 0-2 so far in Patriot League play, but they're going to have some chances here as they go on. They played some teams really close in recent years.
Flag down. That yellow rag is on the rug. It's going to be against Rutgers. The delayed call. Lafayette's going to look to take a shot, and here it comes.
Transition, Russo. I don't know if it got to Russo. Must not have because they didn't stop play. And now we will. Rutgers comes up with a caused turnover, and this looks like another penalty against the Scarlet Knights.
I think Rutgers was offsides. It's my best guess. Oh, cross check.
It was a hit back by, let's call it, the Lafayette 20-yard line. And I think that's where the flag came.
Good get. Nice call, Dom.
And it's Dante Koulis who will serve it. Well, Rutgers came into today, again, sub 50% on the penalty kill. They've given up multiple power play goals in 5 of 7 games. So they get a chance to work on it here.
Yep.
If nothing else.
Well, again, stats sometimes are misleading because there's going to be the second opportunity by Lafayette in the last quarter, and both of them are coming against Rutgers non-starters. Rutgers, oh, nice check by Lafayette there.
Knocked it down. Lafayette gets it back. Unsettled.
Cole Dutton did a nice job riding, checked it out, get the ball back to Lafayette. Extra man, give him another opportunity to get the shot.
There's Ryan Duncan. Some of the top guys mixed in here. Duncan, there's Charlie Kniff.
Lafayette in a 1-3-2, passing it behind. Good slide by Rutgers D.
10 seconds on the penalty.
Here comes a shot. Nice save.
And a save for Steven Russo.
Put it in the book.
Goes down as the second save of this period. It's 4 or 5 minutes that we've seen Russo here in the fourth quarter, and Rutgers comes up with the penalty kill.
And failed to clear. Lafayette did a nice job riding, and we'll get the ball back on offense.
Lafayette next time out. Going to get some Patriot League action.
Oh,
Get
nice
to that in
shot.
a moment. How about that shot? Cole Dutton with a windup and a rocket.
Cole Dutton is hustling. He's getting himself open. He takes a great shot there to give himself a goal. That came off of the riding team by Lafayette. They didn't allow Rutgers to clear the ball. They turned it back over to their offense, and Dutton was able to score.
So Dutton, who's one of the starting D-middies, guy who had his first career goal here at Rutgers when these two teams last met back in 2019, comes up with another one. And not for nothing, Lafayette outscoring Rutgers 5-3 here in the fourth quarter. And again, I know Rutgers is subbed out, cursed, and some of the top guys are off, but you want something happy to feel happy about after this?
Yeah,
That's it.
And that shouldn't matter. These guys go out, they have to play. Both teams.
So some positive momentum for Lafayette. I was mentioning Saturday they're at Colgate at noon. And then next Saturday, tough one against 14th ranked BU.
Off the iron.
I don't know if it was Russo's left foot. The bottom of the post. It stays with the Leopards. 2 minutes to go.
Deflected to the goalie. Let's see if they can transition this ball. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds.
Short hop, Derek Hennig there. Rutgers trying to go in transition. 2 minutes left to go. Rutgers loves running.
Dom, it's been a great season working with you. It's always a pleasure. You are a true professional in the media.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Always good to glean some lacrosse knowledge standing next to you.
I don't know how much knowledge you get, but we certainly get some good laughs.
Rutgers causing a turnover here. They've got the ball, minute 30, about a 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. As Rick mentioned, this is our last men's lacrosse Big Ten Plus broadcast here from Rutgers. Saturday, they're at Hofstra, and they'll try to do more of that. Maybe one more to cap it off for Rutgers. 22 on the day. Christian.
Great program there, great wrestling.
And he is the 12th goal scorer today for Rutgers. Again, Rutgers, Saturday, they'll be at Hofstra, 1 o'clock on LSN, the Lacrosse Sports Network. And then after that, 5 Big Ten games. All of them will be on the Big Ten Network or an ESPN network. I believe both the two on ESPN are both ESPNU. So some national exposure for Rutgers from here on out.
Well, they deserve it. They're playing great lacrosse. They're highly ranked, and they should be on national TV. I think you and I should be on national TV.
We're working on it, one step at a time. Story today for Rutgers, the offense. I mentioned the 12 goal scorers, 22 goals. Second time that Rutgers clears the 20 mark this season. And after a loss to Princeton, first loss of the season, this is one way to bounce back. 22 goals, win the majority of the face-offs. Colin Kirst doubles up his goals allowed total with 10 saves. Plenty to feel good about for RU. And the Scarlet Knights will move to 7-1 on the season as they take care of business for sure against Lafayette.
It's been a great season so far, Dom.